The Retirement Resource, Episode 1, Mission, Purpose, Objectives. Welcome to the Retirement Resource, the one place committed to providing the information, resources, and tools you need to navigate the often complex world of retirement planning with confidence and clarity. We're going to discuss both the financial and non-financial aspects of a successful retirement, and we're going to have fun. I'm Beau Henderson. I've spent the last 15 years as a financial professional and coach, helping individuals and couples prepare for a successful retirement. And I'm so excited today to welcome you to Episode 1 of the Retirement Resource. And if you're curious about what the Retirement Resource is and who the Retirement Resource is for, this is the perfect place to start. This is the perfect episode because what we're going to talk about is exactly that. What is the mission, the purpose, the objectives of the Retirement Resource Show? What am I committed to providing you, the listener, here on the Retirement Resource? And not only that, who is this for? Who are the people that are going to really enjoy, going to resonate and benefit from listening to the Retirement Resource? So let's jump right in where we should start with any good business, any good opportunity. Let's start with our mission. So what is the mission here at the Retirement Resource? The mission is to be a positive force by raising the level of retirement literacy and retirement readiness in this country. The reason this aspect of the mission is so important to me, in working with over 3,000 clients over the last 16 years now, what I found is that there's a lack of financial literacy in this country, a severe lack of financial literacy in this company. And there's so many people that are not properly prepared for retirement because they don't have the information, they don't have the education, they don't have the resources they need to prepare properly, to make the decisions they want with confidence. So again, mission, to be a positive force by raising the level of retirement literacy and retirement readiness in this country. And kind of going back to that idea of teach a man to fish, don't give him fish, meaning I want to empower you here on the Retirement Resource to have the information you need, have the tools you need, be able to ask the questions, interact, engage, to get what you need to actually be a better retirement planner yourself, right? It's your retirement. Nobody's going to take better care of your retirement than you. I'm just here to maybe help facilitate the conversation and give you some good ideas along the way. So that's the mission. Purpose. The purpose of the Retirement Resource Show is to be the trusted resource for those seeking to optimize what I believe to be the best years of their life. And it's important that we define it that way. Is what we're going to talk about is this definition of a new retirement here on the Retirement Resource. What is it when we say this version 2.0 of you, this better part of you, these exciting years? I want to talk about a retirement that's absolutely exciting, that absolutely lights you up, and let you know how are people navigating this transition now that we're living longer, we're healthier. And again, I want to be that trusted resource and go-to resource when people have a question. If it's something I don't have access to, I promise you, I've got friends in the industry that can get the answers we need. We can access tools, and that's my commitment to you, is to provide you what you need to have the confidence to navigate retirement successfully. So mission and purpose. Good start so far. Let's keep going. What are the objectives of the Retirement Resource? Objective number 1 is to provide the information, resources, experts, and tools you need to navigate the often complex world of retirement planning with confidence and clarity. That last part is key. I want to make sure that you have the information, you have the details. You're not just blindly trusting a financial professional out there because they have credentials and they said this is what you should do. You have the information you need to be empowered to make decisions and help co-create your team to navigate your successful retirement with confidence and clarity. Objective 2, to address both the financial and often overlooked non-financial aspects of a successful retirement. This includes beliefs, behaviors, and patterns that if we're not careful, they can sabotage us in retirement and cause a lot of unforeseen problems. So the reason this financial and non-financial balance is important is what we hear most of, and what retirement planning is in the industry is mainly financial planning, right? Financial retirement planning. And what we need to make sure we address is what's often the more important piece is, what am I going to do in retirement to find meaning now that I'm no longer working? What am I going to contribute in retirement to give myself purpose, to create the fulfillment that maybe I had from my job? How is it going to impact my relationship with my spouse now that this routine we've had for 30 or 40 years is going to change? I'm at home every day, or we're together every day. Is that a good thing? Maybe it's a bad thing, but we've got to talk about how to navigate these successfully, or we can run into a lot of pitfalls and things that could set us back if we're not proactive. So that's objective 2. Address both the financial and often overlooked non-financial aspects that make up a successful retirement. Objective 3, to empower you to be the captain of your retirement ship, where you are in charge and in control of your future. You are the leader of your retirement life. I want to make sure this third objective is really key. I want to make sure that we raise the retirement literacy. We empower you. We provide you the resources. I want you to have the information to actually know it when you're working with your financial team to go and say, hey, here's exactly what I need. Here's the gaps I need filled. Here's the income I need. So you're leading that team. You're the captain of your retirement ship. Again, like I mentioned earlier, who is going to be more thorough and care more about your money than you? Who can lead a team better when they're clear and they know exactly what they need to do to navigate this successful retirement than you? So, objective 3, to empower you to be the captain of your retirement ship. So I think that's a great foundation we laid for episode 1. We've nailed a mission, the purpose, the objectives. And I put a lot of thought into this, and the people that have asked me to do something like this, who have asked me for help, who resonate with this mission, this whole, both the inside, outside game of money and retirement planning. And who is this for? Who is the retirement resource for? So for those of you that want to make this a community that you engage in, you share best practices, you get information for, who is the retirement resource really for? One, those transitioning, usually within a 10 to 15 year window, transitioning from working life to retirement life. And the reason that's important is because we need to make sure we take advantage and we're proactive in that most important period in between our accumulation years when we're working and earning money and the period when we're pulling income in retirement or distribution years. We got to really take advantage of that 10 to 15 year window in the middle where we're transitioning and we're preparing from one stage to the other, because that's where most of the important financial retirement decisions are actually made, but you don't hear anybody talking about it. They kind of leave that planning phase out, where the transition planning is actually the most important and most crucial. So those in transition or in that transition planning frame. Number 2, who is the retirement resource for? Those who want to live a retirement that excites them and absolutely lights them up, because that's what we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about things and feedback and research. What is it that gives retirement meaning? What is it that makes it fun? What are retirees doing today that they weren't doing a generation ago? That's, it's 60's the new 40, literally. And this definition of new retirement, people are living, working, playing a lot longer. So for those of you that don't want to just say, hey, my best years are behind me, and realize that actually it's quite the opposite. Your best years are ahead of you, and want to have this retirement and live this retirement. I call it living rich. So you want to live rich in retirement, or have this retirement that absolutely excites you and lights you up. That's who the retirement resource is for. Number 3, those of you out there that know you've been blessed to be listening to this radio show, this podcast, and to be listening, to even be thinking about retirement. We know we've been blessed, and we want to be the best steward we possibly can of the blessings we have. Whether it's the financial blessings in our 401k and our assets, whether it's our relationship blessings with our loved ones and family, whether it's our health blessings, we're just healthy. We want to be the best steward of the things we've been blessed with. That's who else the retirement resource is for. And 4th, and this is the last thing, the retirement resource is also for those of you that are committed and want to have fun. You know what? You're going to probably hear me say some bad dad jokes, and we're going to tell some stories. We're going to share some fun stuff. We're going to talk about fun adventures that we see people having on retirement. We're going to do a lot of interaction, and we're going to do things we can to make retirement fun. And I really want to make this a community to where you can engage. And this isn't just the retirement resource, and it's not my show. It's our show. It is the retirement resource community. So that's who this is for. Those of you transitioning in that window between accumulation and distribution, those who want to live a retirement that excites them and absolutely lights them up, those who know they've been blessed, they're thankful, and they want to be the best stewards they possibly can of all the assets they've been blessed with, be it financial, physical, relationships, anything, and those who want to have fun. So that's what the retirement resource is about, and I think today was a good start and a good introduction. And we'll see you next week for episode 2, where we're going to continue to lay the groundwork of what we're doing here on the retirement resource with some important concepts and vocabulary that we're going to need to know moving the conversation forward to a successful retirement. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you real soon right here on the Retirement Resource.